I centered the trip around the Northern Irish experience and the Northern Irish set of the troubles, which is a downstream exemplar of the Irish struggle for independence writ large, right, for several hundred years. So for me, it was natural to start in Dublin and go to Belfast and leverage relationships we had there. The trip migrates through Belfast for 4 or 5 days and then goes over to Scotland. And we center in Edinburgh, and we experience the Highlands, and we do cultural stuff while we do security stuff, which is really neat. So yes, we go to whiskey tastings and distilleries, so that's kind of cool. But then in Scotland, we use the trip to kind of explore the idea of nationalism and independence as a movement that's been roiling and simmering there for quite some time, as you know. And then the trip wanders down into York, where we have a chance to take a look at the Emergency Planning College there, which is their version of FEMA. And then we wander through Bletchley Park, which is the origin of the SOE and the CIA and the OSS during World War II, where they broke the German Enigma code. And then we spend 4 days in London, where we just investigate all kinds of things, from looking at the Churchill War Room from a historical perspective to having a bespoke spy walk or criminal justice walk, to having some time with the Met Police, where they can talk to us a little bit in an unclassified way, of course, with challenges that they face from a security perspective in London, which is pretty brilliant. And so that's kind of who I am and where the trip came from. But over the years, over the 25 or so years I've been doing this, I've seen students absolutely love the proximity and the adjacency to actually being on a trip, talking to people, touching things, going places, doing things, and it brings everything we talk about in class alive. And they're there and they're living it, and they're talking to IRA members, they're talking to loyalists who fought in this 30-year conflict, and going to places that are ancient, and looking at how another nation does everything that we talk about in classes in the US, but differently. So it gives them a depth of perspective, which I think is brilliant, very rewarding.